Give the floor to the distinguished representative of Children and Youth International.
Thank you, Mr. President. I take the floor on behalf of the Financing for Development, Children and Youth constituency of the Major Group for Children and Youth. Mr. President, Children and Youth welcome the organization of this meeting as one of the first mandated events after the Fourth International Conference on Financing for Development. Yet, we express deep concern that weak fiscal transparency standards have led to the compromisation of social services for the most vulnerable, leading to reduced public trust in institutions. Children and Youth highlight our three priorities. First, we believe that fiscal transparency must be reciprocal and universal. Access to accurate information remains deeply asymmetric, with transparency being easiest for the most well-resourced. We call for a model that promotes automatic exchange of information for all states, with dedicated capacity building for LDCs, LLDCs, and SIDS, and require annual reporting to ECOSOC on the same. Second, we call for equitable, multi-stakeholder governance of global transparency and data sharing standards. We call for institutionalized participation of stakeholders in the creation and modification of relevant local, national, and multilateral policy, including the right to participate in meetings, deliver written and spoken interventions, and the right to access timely documentation. Finally, we call for a rights-based stance on expanded data sharing, providing special attention to the protection of marginalized groups, such as children and youth. We recommend that the Interagency Task Force integrate human rights impact assessments into financial transparency and data sharing guidance, track risks to civic space linked to illicit financial flows and tax measures, and introduce specific indicators on impacts on children and youth. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, Your Excellencies, Children and Youth call for coordinated, rights-based and inclusive policy that can effectively combat illicit financial flow, tax abuse and systemic inequalities, securing the right of the future generations to access a just, equitable, and effective international financial architecture. Our full statement may be viewed in the Journal of the United Nations. I thank you.
I thank the distinguished representative of Children and Youth International and colleagues.